Good afternoon. My name is Nico House, host of the political radio show Mikasa Sukasa, which you can catch 7 p.m. on Fridays on YouTube, Facebook Live, or awakeradio.us. Simply look up my name, Nico House, Nikohouse, or look up Mikasa Sukasa, and you should be able to find it pretty easily. But we have some things to talk about because in light of Donald Trump calling CNN fake news, claiming that the allegations against him are false and fallacious as far as his ties to Russia, or if they have any blackmail against him, he says that that's false, it's fake news, and it's essentially irrelevant to whether it's irrelevant to the capacity that he has to do his job. Now, I'm actually not at liberty to speak one way or the other on Trump's particular situation because, when it comes to his ties to Russia, when it comes to how Russia has interfered with our elections, when it comes to anything that Russia has done in recent memory, we have absolutely no proof. So it's kind of hard for me to make a judgment on something that I can't prove at all whatsoever. And so who's to say Trump isn't being honest or Trump is lying? I think that it could be a bit of both. I think that he's a businessman, so he's not going to necessarily limit the amount of the countries that he works with simply because they're involved in shady dealings. That's not really a Trump thing to do, nor is it a business person's. That's not how they do business for the most part. So, but given what we have learned about our establishment media, what we have learned about our establishment politicians, and what we've learned about the Obama administration, they are willing to lie to get their agenda pushed as well. And so because of that, I am hesitant to just choose a side. But what I can say for those who believe that Hillary Clinton, for some reason, would have been a better choice because she has less ties to Russia, that's absolutely ludicrous. That's nonsensical. It's not true. It's beyond not true. In fact, as most of you know, Hillary Clinton was responsible, signed off on 20% of our uranium being sold to Russia after accepting private and separate donations to the Clinton Foundation. Not to mention, John Podesta, Hillary Clinton's chief of staff, is extremely well connected to Russia. He actually did business with a Kremlin-backed, investment firm. And what people really fail to realize, and they say, well, John Podesta, her chief of staff, who was her primary campaign manager and was prompted to be her chief of staff, that doesn't mean Hillary Clinton is going to invest in shady dealings, nor does it mean that that he will have that much control over what happens with Russia, and that's completely fallacious. If you recall, John Podesta's net worth, not him personally, but everything that he's been involved in, from his independent investment firm to his lobbying firm, not his independent investment firm, his independent lobbying firm to his nonprofit, they have both doubled in profit. In one case, in the nonprofit, I believe it's even more. They've increased it ridiculously, and that increase was because of him being involved in the Obama administration. Actually being quoted by Washington Post, they said that he actually is to be credited with the majority of the policy decisions made by Obama in the last 4 years. So obviously John Podesta would have a significant influence on the decisions being made by Hillary Clinton and the Hillary Clinton administration if they were to come into fruition. But what's even more important to realize is that, once again, John Podesta has done extensive business with the Kremlin-backed investment firm with one man named Victor Vekselberg. Victor Vekselberg arranged two transfers Victor Vekselberg arranged two transfers of unknown amounts to a private Clinton Foundation Bank and Bank of America, attempting to cover up these amounts by passing them through the Deutsche Bank and Trust Companies Americas. And then Podesta himself actually acted as a member of the executive board of Jewel Unlimited, also owned 75,000 common shares from Putin connected Russian government funds, and then transferred the shares to an anonymous holding company. Now, he held these shares in 2011. If you all recall, he has been helping Barack Obama manage his administration since 2012. So he actually has been involved with this energy company backed by Putin since 2012, since he's been involved with the Obama administration, since we've apparently had a significant amount of beef with the Russian regime. And Hillary Clinton and her foundation has not been exonerated either. They have been heavily bought off by Russian business. So, and these Russian businesses would not be able to succeed without being backed by the Kremlin and without Putin, if you know anything about how Russia works. And so with anonymous donations coming from Russian-backed firms into the Clinton Foundation, with John Podesta owning $75,000 common shares, sitting on an executive board of an energy company backed by Vladimir Putin and the Kremlin, it is hard for me to think that we would have been in a much better position if John Podesta and Hillary Clinton were to take power. John Podesta is also involved in the Federal Bank of Russia. This is not, like I said, with Hillary Clinton selling 20% of our uranium, John Podesta being so closely tied with Russian business, that, and those businesses are always, if they're that successful, most often closely tied to Putin, to the Kremlin, to the Russian government. What incentive do we have to believe that Hillary Clinton and John Podesta would be better for the relations with America and Russia? And we don't have any proof. So we need to stop the rhetoric saying that Trump is, horrible for Russia relations with America, because it's not necessarily the case. He's not. Oh, I won't say he's not necessarily. That's not necessarily the case. Well, it isn't necessarily the case. But more importantly, it's not like our options were much better with Hillary Clinton and Podesta. In fact, it looked like it may have actually been worse with Hillary Clinton and John Podesta, especially given everything we know about John Podesta and his ties to Russia, and what we know about the Clintons, the Clinton Foundation, and their ties to Russia as well. So with that being said, please like and share this video. Comment and subscribe if you have not already, and have a fantastic day. Let me know if you have any opposing beliefs, or if you have any other external information. That would be greatly appreciated as well. Have a good day.